everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Film and TV channel. We have our feature Also Stars in today, which is we have a look at an actor. I don't think we'll be looking at, maybe looking at directors and stuff in the future, but obviously this is an Also Stars in, so we're going to look at an actor and just look at what's coming out, what we're looking forward to seeing, and then what else he may have in the pipeline. So today we're going to have a look at a gentleman called Samuel L. Jackson. So please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. If you enjoy what I do, I try to inform and entertain as we do these. I do film reviews as well. I do film, TV drama reviews, information vlogs like this with what's out to buy, what's on at the cinema. Even as I'm recording this, we're only about 5 or 6 weeks away from the UK cinemas reopening. So please push that subscribe on and push that notification button if you're interested in finding out as soon as these things are recorded that they're out there. And please, if you do check the playlist, you'll see some stuff on my football team as well, if that's of any interest. If it's not, don't worry, there's loads of film and TV stuff, but I do stuff on my football team, Manchester City. So City Past, City Present, City Magazine vlog, City Quizzes, City Book Club, City Movie Club, so lots of different things. So please check that out, or if you know somebody who might be interested, please point them in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And if you're after any friends or followers on Facebook and Twitter, there's a couple of links on screen. I do check every 3 or 4 days and follow and friend everyone back on there, and I post loads of stuff on film and TV on there as well. And please, all comments are welcome on Samuel Jackson. Anything, any stories you've got on him, if you know the gentleman. Not many of these US actors I've ever met. There's not many of the UK actors I've ever met, to be honest with you. Footballers perhaps, but not actors. So let me know any comments you want to make, or any of these films you're looking forward to. There's certainly a couple I'm looking forward to. And please, if you don't have time to leave a comment, just give us a thumbs up. That'd be great. Right, yeah, so the first thing we're going to look at is something I am looking forward to, and I've watched the trailers for this. It looks very, very good. And it's a new Saw-linked movie, which is out on May the 21st, is due out. And 2021, of course, hopefully, fingers crossed. You never know, but I think we're fairly sure on that one. And it's Spiral. It's called Spiral, from the Book of Saw. And we'll have a quick look at this the ninth in the Saw franchise. So we'll have a look at that. It's also known simply as Spiral. There's a French TV series of the same name as well, so don't get confused. It's an up-and-coming American horror film, of course, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman and written by Josh Stolberg and Peter Goldfinger. Samuel Jackson himself stars as Marcus Banks. Also stars Chris Rock as Detective Ezekiel Zicky Banks, Max Minghella as Detective William Schenk, Marissa Nichols as Captain Angie Garza, and Zoe Palmer as Kara Boswich. And what's it about? Well, working in the shadow of an esteemed police veteran, played by himself, Samuel L. Jackson, brash detective Ezekiel Zeke Banks, Chris Rock, and his rookie partner, William Schenk, played by Max Minghella, take charge of a grisly investigation into murders that are eerily reminiscent of the city's gruesome past. Unwittingly trapped in a deepening mystery, Zeke finds himself at the centre of the killer's morbid game. So yeah, he's got his copycats, hasn't he? The old Saw killer. As it was being put together, the film was under the working title The Organ Donor, but obviously that was it was soon released that it would be called Spiral, from the Book of Saw. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States. I'm not sure of the UK date yet, on that 14th of May 2021, so I am looking forward to that. And due for release in June. This is the UK release, June the 16th in the UK 2021, is the action comedy movie. It's a sequel, yeah. So we've got The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, the sequel to the well-received 2017 film. I think it got an Internet Movie Database rating of about 6.9, which isn't too bad. 2017 film Hitman's Bodyguard, of course, which stars Samuel Jackson alongside Gary Oldman and Ryan Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds returns with Mr. Jackson for this one, along with Salma Hayek, Antonio Banderas, Frank Grillo, and even Morgan Freeman puts in an appearance, and a few other names as well. So what's it about? Well, this is 4 years after the events of the original film. Bodyguard Michael Bryce, played by Ryan Reynolds, continues his friendship with assassin Darius Kincaid, of course, played by Samuel L. Jackson, who likes a certain swear word in this, doesn't he? As they embark on a new adventure to save Sonia, who's played by Hayek, Darius's wife, from New Fresh. Yeah, so there you go. That's in the UK from it's June the 16th, 2021. I think that'll be a cinema release based on that. And we have the next one is a action crime thriller, out a bit earlier actually. I think this is out in April. I think, is it April? Could be. We'll just I'll check at the end for you. A new crime thriller in a similar vein, but obviously not played for laughs. This is called The Asset, which follows Anna, played by Maggie Q, and Rembrandt, played by Michael Keaton. I mean, they're the two main protagonists in this, two of the world's premier assassins who share a mysterious past from Vietnam. For years, they traversed the globe competing for high-profile contracts. But when Anna's mentor, Moody, played by Samuel L. Jackson himself, is murdered, so he's going to be killed off in this. How early? I'm not too sure. She and Rembrandt must form an uneasy alliance and return to Vietnam to track down his killer. Yeah, this also stars Robert Patrick. There you go, Robert Patrick. Nice to see Robert Patrick. And this is actually due for release on April the 23rd, 2021 in the US. Again, I don't have a UK date, so that's April the 23rd in the US, a theatrical release, that I think. And the last one we're going to look at that Samuel Jackson's going to be in today. This has been in a pipeline for a long time, but there's been a few financial problems. A few of the companies that were involved went bust and stuff like this. So, yeah, it was actually started back in 2015 and it had an initial release date back in 2017. So we're talking about his voice this time, though, not his actual persona. He plays a little overweight cat in this one. Yeah, it's a new animation action comedy, a homage to Mel Brooks' classic Blazing Saddles from the 70s. 72 was it, Blazing Saddles? And of course, finally, after many years, let's say it was 2015, it was muted, and it went into production. 2017, it was due for release, but we now have Blazing Samurai that is actually out, due to be released in 2021. We don't have a firm date yet. I have heard 2022, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it'll be 2021. What's that about? Well, Hank, who's played by Mike, the voice of Michael Kerr, is a scrappy dog who dreams of becoming a samurai, and he arrives in a strange land entirely inhabited by cats, as you would. Hank meets a nefarious warlord, Ikachu, played by Ricky Gervais, his voice of Ricky Gervais, who hustles. He's a good animated character, Ricky Gervais, isn't he? Who hustles an unwitting Hank into becoming the samurai for the town of Kakamucho, where Hank meets Jimbo. And now Jimbo, of course, played by Samuel L. Jackson, a once great cat samurai who reluctantly takes Hank under his wing and teaches him what being a samurai really means, forging the first real friendship between a cat and a dog. There you go. What more could you ask? The two set off on a journey to save the town of Kakamucho from the evil Ikachu, and ultimately Hank learns what it means to become a true samurai. Oh, in that case, we also got the voices of Heavenly Joy Jerkins as Amiko, Jimon Hunsu as Sumo, forget my pronunciations, Mel Brooks himself as Shogun, George Takei as Uga, Gabriel Iglesias as Chuck, Michelle Yeoh as Yuki, Asif Manvi as Ikaro, Sandra Singh Low as Little Mana, Mel B as the giraffe in a cameo role, and Randy Orton as Teddy in another cameo role. So that's Blazing Samurai, which we're hoping, fingers crossed, we don't have a firm date for a 2021 release. So there you go. So it's one of those new fans. I mean, I must admit, I'm looking forward to Spiral. I've seen the trailers look very good. Spiral from the Book of Saw. But equally so, Hitman's Wife, Bodyguard. If it's more of the same, I did enjoy the first one. So I'm hoping it's not too much like the first one. But again, the trailers look very good. The Asset looks interesting. And of course, this Blazing Samurai looks very, very funny. So there you go. There's our little look at what Mr. Samuel Jackson's got in the pipeline on this feature also stars in. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you're looking forward to. What are you going to do this day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps you have a flick across, have a look at my football channel, the Citizen channel, whatever it is. All I ever ask you to do is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.